You know, it's so many jobs out here, although people don't want to work nowadays. There's so many jobs that's paying more money that you're going to make if you risk it all and go to jail. And 9 times out of 10, you're going to go to jail. Yo, what's happening? It's your man OG Bo Beast TV. Coming to you today, another special video. What's good? What's happening YouTube? It's your man OG Bo Beast, and I'm back with another video for you today. So today, I got something that I want to talk about, that I want to report. Sad story, actually, coming out of Columbia, South Carolina. But the big thing that I want to talk about in collaboration with the story is accountability. So I want to talk about accountability, and I want to talk about people crashing out. And I want to talk about the state of a lot of people in 2024. But I'm going to do that by highlighting this story that just happened this week in Columbia, on the heels of Columbia, South Carolina winning the 2024 NCAA Women's Basketball Championship. All right, so we're going to talk about this situation. Please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this. This is just, like I said, sad situation, man. So, but before we do that, before we get into my commentary, I want you to watch the video. It's a news report of a video of the situation. And then after you watch the video, we're going to talk about it.
Just a broken heart.
An emotional Columbia Police Chief Skip Holbrook expressed deep sadness to the family of pregnant mother killed in a collision with a Columbia police officer. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Peyton Lewis. JR has the night off. We begin with more on the shooting and chase yesterday that left 2 people dead, an officer hurt, and a suspect behind bars. News 19's Walker Lawson joins us in studio with more.
A lot happened yesterday, so let's take a look at the timeline. It started around 3 p.m. when Columbia police were called to the Kia dealership on Greystone Boulevard after receiving calls of shots fired. Columbia police say they still don't know the motive. They found 39-year-old Graham Pope shot multiple times, seated inside a car. He died from his injuries. The gunman, 28-year-old Wesley Gross, then took off and led officers on a chase. Then officers say an all-call went out on Gross and his vehicle. That's when another police officer, Darian Davis, who was in the North Main Street area at the time, responded. 1 minute later, he got into an accident. The coroner confirmed that 34-year-old Ashley Brown was driving alone when Brown was hit. Brown is pregnant. Both her and her baby died from those injuries.
There's no other way to describe yesterday other than tragic.
An emotional Chief Skip Holbrook held a press conference Monday afternoon.
I'm really at a loss of what I could even begin to say to the family of Miss Brown. You know, we strive for perfection, and we train for perfection in an imperfect world.
Friends of Ashley Brown remember her as a sister, a friend, and a mother.
Ashley was a beautiful person. She was a beautiful soul.
Roger has known Ashley most of her adult life. Today was her 35th birthday. Brown was working for a local dentist office during the day and just graduated from cosmetology school with dreams of beginning a new career. Shavetta Belton and Kim Moses know Ashley from Paul Mitchell, the cosmetology school. They say she was an incredible person who will be missed.
Truly unbreakable spirit, and she lived in her authentic self.
Her friend told us her baby shower was scheduled for this Saturday. She leaves behind a 16-year-old daughter. I'm Walker Lawson, News 19, WLTX.
And the officer involved suffered a leg injury and underwent surgery and is now recovering. The South Carolina Highway Patrol will investigate the incident.
All right, y'all, so that's the video. So as you can see, tragic situation. This happened in Columbia, South Carolina, a day or so after they won the national championship, brought it back home to the city. People are out here losing their minds, man. People are going crazy. People are crashing out. People are not being accountable. They're not being responsible. I don't know if this is midlife crisis is happening to people in their younger age, but so basically this guy went up to one of the car dealerships, a Kia dealership, which is on Greystone Boulevard in Columbia, South Carolina. Now, if you don't know, I lived in Columbia, South Carolina for 8 or 9 years in the last 12 years. And this car dealership is right next to the one that I used to always take my Challenger to get oil changes and all of that. Guy went in there. I don't know what the situation was that happened, but he ended up shooting one of the employees at the dealership. He shot him. The guy ultimately died. And then the guy that shot him led the police on a high-speed chase trying to get away. I don't know if he stole a car or whatever, but I'm assuming he did. In the midst of him being on a high-speed chase, he crashed into multiple cars and all of that. He was eventually caught, right? Which, that should have happened. I'm not surprised. I didn't think he would have got away from all of that. But in the midst of all of that, one of the police officers that was in pursuit of him ended up causing an accident with the bystander, an innocent person, female by the name of Ashley Brown. All right, so Ashley Brown was basically a 34-year-old pregnant mother. She was killed in a crash with the police department. So sad situation, 34 years old, pregnant, had nothing to do with the situation. She was turning 35 on Tuesday of this week. On top of that, her baby shower was going to be this Saturday, April 13th. And that's just, it's a crazy, crazy sad situation. Rest in peace to Ashley Brown. Prayers to her and her family. But this is the stuff that's happening out here now. And you really got to sit back and ask yourself why. I mean, I don't know the full situation of why this guy was up at the dealership and why he did what he did. But I mean, this is why you got to think about the consequences to your actions. Because it's consequences, it's collateral damage. And this guy, whatever he was trying to do, whether he was trying to steal a car or he was trying to rob the place or he had some beef with the dude up at the dealership, not only did he kill the guy at the dealership, but he ultimately caused the death of Ashley Brown, her unborn child. She had a 16-year-old child, from what I'm hearing, that she left behind, and a lot of people and family members that knew her that really loved her. Very sad situation. At the end of the day, people are out here crashing out for a little bit of nothing, taking risk and blowing it all for nothing. You know, it's so many jobs out here, although people don't want to work nowadays. There's so many jobs that's paying more money that you're going to make if you risk it all and go to jail. And 9 times out of 10, you're going to go to jail. So I don't understand the logic behind people's thinking, other than the fact that people are just lazy and they don't want to do nothing. And the culture that they live in is a culture of laziness, and this culture is out there, is being glorified, is being promoted, the scam culture, the get rich quick culture. And it's really sad because a lot of people are crashing out that possibly could have had potential. And it's happening all over. It's happening in Columbia, it's happening in Atlanta, it's happening in Florida, it's happening in Cali, Chicago. I don't really understand, but I know that for me, it's about accountability, right? So we need to start holding people accountable. We need to start calling out family members, friends, and people that we know that are out here causing trouble, causing destruction. We need to stop defending them. We need to start calling them out. And when something happens, hey, it is what it is. If you make these poor decisions and you ruin your life, you're going to spend the rest of your life in jail or in prison, especially if you take somebody else's life or it's collateral damage or whatever the case may be. So it's unfortunate that this happened. This was very something that did not have to happen based on what I know so far. Definitely shouldn't have happened to Ashley Brown. I know the police officer that caused her death in the accident is probably just super hurt because he was just trying to do his job to protect and serve as he signed up to do, because you got lowlifes like this guy. And by the way, his name was Wesley Gross. He was 28 years old. 28 years old. The guy he killed at the Kia dealership, his name was Graham Pope, 39 years old. Rest in peace to him. Sure, he had family and a lot of people that's upset and hurt behind his death because he was just at his job doing his thing as far as we know. So sad situation, man. I just wanted to highlight this. It's just so crazy. Right after the city is all in joy and happy and triumph after the women's national title that they just brought back to Columbia, boom, this happens. Kind of reminds me of the situation with Kansas City winning the Super Bowl, Kansas City Chiefs, and then during the parade, some thugs want to get into it over stepping on shoes or whatever it was about, bumping into somebody and start shooting each other, and people get shot and all of that. So it's just ridiculous, man. People is lost their minds. Gun control is at an all-time low for the control. People are just doing anything. Everybody is a vigilante on the streets. Everybody shoot first, ask questions later. Everybody robbing, stealing, scamming. All I can say is be accountable as an individual. I'm not accountable for other people's actions, so I'm accountable for me. So I recommend and I promote accountability for individuals. But if you know somebody that's out here causing trouble, causing issues, put them to the side, talk to them, give them as much game and advice as you can and alternatives. But at the end of the day, if these people want to keep taking risks for a little bit of nothing, it's on them, man. But I just had to bring out this story. Tragic story. Again, rest in peace to the victims. Pray for the victims. It is what it is, man. It's your man OG Bo Beats. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and I'm out. Peace.